Alright, what's going on, guys? Gonna do a little ultralight fishing. Got my Daiwa Presso LTD. It's a JDM extra ultralight rod, actually. Rated I think between 1 and 3 pounds. I have some really thin 3-pound fluorocarbon on there. Just gonna fish a tiny little 1/64 ounce jig head with a Trout Magnet soft plastic. Now, this is a super sensitive rod. I love fishing it. Makes every little fish feel like a monster. So we're going to toss this thing around the lake. It looks like there is a lot of algae on the lake, which might make fishing a little bit more difficult than normal, but with such a small little lure, I should be able to kind of pinch that thing into some smaller places, some little openings within the algae. And hopefully we can pull some little bluegills or mine cichlids on out of here. So let's give it a shot. Alright, so there's the super small little lure we're going to be going with. Very, very thin line, very small reel. This is, ooh, that thing casts really well. I forgot how well this thing casts. This is as light of a combo as you could basically fish. So we'll swim this thing back to us. Any kind of small fish should be all after this little Trout Magnet. Haven't fished this lake in a long time, haven't fished this combo in a long time. Basically since the spring. That was a little bite from a bluegill. But those fish are smaller, even a little bit too small for this. But should be able to get something here. Oh, there we go, fish on. Ooh, that feels like a pretty good one. Look at this little thing. This rod is so sensitive. This little guy felt way bigger. Yeah, so this little largemouth is definitely on the smaller side. I don't know, 6, 7, 8 inches. But he felt so much bigger on that really sensitive extra ultralight. There we go, fish on. A little bit bigger, not by much. Looks like a little bluegill. Alrighty, nice little catch. Alrighty, not necessarily a tiny little bluegill, but also not a monster. He's got his adult colors in, but I don't know what he is. 5 inches, 6 inches, so not a huge fish, but still put up a very nice fight on the extra ultralight. There we go, fish on. What is this? Another bluegill. About the same size, I think. Right? Actually a little bit bigger. This is a nice bluegill. Yeah, so this guy is a little bit bigger, nicer size bluegill. And there he goes. There we go. Oh, another little bite there. So this does seem like a pretty good little spot. Had caught 2 here, had, I don't know, 5 or 6 hits. Definitely more than in every other spot on the lake that I fished so far in the first half hour or so of being here. This is a very, very nice little rod and all-around combo. The extra ultralight is super sensitive. Love fishing it on these smaller panfish. I think this 3-pound Japanese fluorocarbon also adds in the sensitivity. Now all we need is a couple more fish. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that's a nicer one. Pulled a little bit of drag. Is it though? I think he just pulls better, but he doesn't look bigger. Oh, this is a red ear. That's why he pulled better. Nice red ear sunfish. Alright, so this is an awesome little catch, a beautiful red ear sunfish. These guys usually do pull a little bit better than bluegill. That's why I was surprised that a guy of this size pulled so much better than those first couple bluegill. A little bit rarer of a catch. I have caught plenty of these out of here, but the bluegill to red ear sunfish ratio is probably like 30 to 1 out of this lake, so this is a cool guy. There we go, fish on. Ooh, another nice one. Not pulling drag, but he feels bigger. There's a little drag pull. Nice bluegill. Bring this guy in here slowly. Pulled a little bit of drag, but not too much. That's a nice sized bluegill though. Biggest of the day. Yeah, so take a look at this guy. Biggest bluegill of the day. Solid 8, maybe even a 9-incher. Colors are okay, nothing too spectacular, but just a nice solid all-around bluegill. So I am somewhat pleasantly surprised with the fishing today. In the late spring, early summer, fishing here is pretty good because a lot of these panfish move close to shore to spawn. But right now, this time of year, usually they are off in the deeper water, so I'm surprised I'm getting so many decent-sized fish. There's another bite. Decent-sized fish this close to shore. We got a couple respectable-sized bluegill, one okay-sized red ear. So that's honestly, that's better than what I was expecting. I was expecting just a lot of really, really smaller 4 or 5-inch bluegill, kind of like that first one we caught. So we'll keep working our way around, keep fishing this little Trout Magnet. Now let's try to pick up a couple more nice size panfish on the extra ultralight. There's one. Another bluegill, looks like. Not a big one, smaller than the last one, but still an okay sized bluegill. Actually, he's not even that small. Yeah, so just another solid, all-around, good-looking bluegill sunfish. Smaller than the last one, but still a very respectable size little bluegill sunfish. Now, normally when I fish this lake, I like to fish around the lily pads and the grasses. However, with this setup, I've been trying to stay away from those and trying to fish kind of more of the more open areas. I mean, extra ultralight, only 3-pound test on this. I've never been broken off yet. There's a fish. There was a fish. I've still never been broken off on this setup, but I'm just really worried that if I hook up with something close to the lily pads, I'm gonna get pulled in there. And with this combo, there's no way I'm pulling anything out of any kind of structure. There we go. Ooh, that's a nicer one. Used to pull a little bit of drag there. And that's kind of what I mean. He's in those grasses there. There we go. Nice size bluegill. These guys feel really, really nice on this combo, like I said. Nice size fish. Look at that guy. Another nice size bluegill sunfish. Not much more I could say about these guys. Just nice adult copper noses. Put up a nice fight on this combo. Here we go. Got one. Is this a largemouth? No, just a little smaller bluegill. Yeah, so we got a smaller bluegill. Now this is about the size that I was expecting to catch him today. I wasn't expecting those larger fish to be that close to shore this time of year. But we got one more. The sun's about to set. I'm going to try to get one more, but this might be our last one of the day. There we go, fish on. What is this? Another bluegill, decent sized one. So I think we're gonna call it a day on this one. Here we go, so we managed to pull one more bluegill out of here. Nice adult, nice dark colors on this guy. So we'll drop this guy back and then we will wrap it up. This is our last catch of the day. Alright guys, so that is going to do it. Just a very nice little afternoon here on one of my local lakes. Out here about an hour and a half, the sun basically is just setting, and we got a lot of really nice sunfish on this little Trout Magnet fish. Two different colors, finished up with this nice like cream pink one, and finished like that neon chartreuse yellow green thing in the beginning. A lot of fish came on this, but I don't think the color had much to do with it. I think that was just the areas that I was fishing that really determined if I was going to catch fish or not. And a lot of really nice sized panfish. So this time of year, this is what are we now, middle of September, I would expect a lot of these fish to be kind of in deeper water, usually spring and early summer when these fish come closer to shore, but we got some nice ones. The Daiwa Presso Extra Ultralight, such a nice rod. Love this Presso reel and this thin line. Such a fun way to fish. All these fish feel like they are so much bigger than they actually are. So I have no complaints at all. Just a great way to spend a Friday afternoon out here in South Florida. So I hope you guys like this one, and I will see you next time.